Hey, how's it going? We are back, just your average Schmo. I know, you're all excited about this video because it's the last video of the 1988 Topps baseball cards. Obviously, baseball cards aren't your thing if you're not a sports person. This series of videos that I've done were probably incredibly boring for you. If you are a big sports person, you love baseball, you're a baseball card collector, maybe you really enjoyed these videos and this kind of blast from the past. Pulled a lot of decent cards out, most notably in the last video I finally pulled the Nolan Ryan. Centering was off by quite a bit on it, enough that I think it would made a possible, maybe even like a full point. Again, I don't know exactly. Those of you that know about grading cards and how certain things affect the grades, you can comment in either on the last video or comment down on this video and let me know, how much centering plays a part. But outside of that, the cards, are pristine. So eventually I'll be sending Nolan Ryan in to get graded, and I might go ahead. What I might do is with that one is I'll look through and I'll find the other 2 or 3 Nolan Ryan cards I have, even though they are older, and you can tell looking at them that they have a little bit of wear on them, a little bit of age, if you will, so you can tell they're older cards. But maybe I'll just, I'll put them all together and just send them all together and get them all graded. But hopefully out of these 3 packs, we will pull the Cal Ripken Jr. That is the other grail, if you will, out of the 1988 Topps that I have not pulled out yet. There's a possibility that I won't. They don't, once these packs are bundled up like this, I don't think they really know what's in what pack. I don't know whether there's some way that they label them or not. I don't think there is. But being completely random, there's a possibility that I won't pull a Cal Ripken Jr. Be a bummer, but let's keep our hopes up. We got 3 cards, so we got a total of 45 cards right here. We got 3 packs, total of 45 cards. Let's see what we got. If I can't pull a Cal Ripken, it'd be nice to at least pull maybe one other rookie card that I haven't pulled yet. I've only pulled, I think, 3 or 4 rookie cards. I think 2 future star cards. So, here we go. We got Brooke Jacoby, Kevin Gross, Bob Ojeda. Oh, here we go. We got a rookie card right off the bat here, and I don't think it's the one I pulled before. We got a Devin White, Angels, Charlie Leibrandt, Robbie Wine, Rick Manning, Tim Loudner, Donnie Hill, the Braves leaders, Steve Buckley. Stuff's flying out at me. Matt Williams. All-Star card, Roger Clemens for strikeouts. That's not a bad card. I might pull it out off to the side. Fred McGriff. I recognize him. Ray Knight. Mark Knudsen. Bobby Thigpen. Recognize his name. George Brett. Definitely recognize his name. See, it looks like he, of course, I mean, he probably had, I don't know what year he stopped playing, but as of this card, looked like he had played all the years in MLB up to this point with The same team, the Royals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 15 years with the Royals. When this was, I might put that off to the side too. I don't know how much longer he played after 1988. We got John Shelby, Jim Eisenreich, Mike Birkbeck, Bob Walk, Dalmacio Garcia, Mark Eichhorn, Walt Terrell, All-Star National League relief pitcher Steve Bedrosian for saves, Juan Castillo, Dan Pasqua, Franklin Stubbs. We're slowly winding down here. No Cal Ripken Jr. Got about maybe 20 cards left. Insert card. Todd Brunansky, Gerald Perry. I'll have to look. I think I might have a signed 8x10 of Gerald Perry. I think. Could be wrong. Jeff Sellers. Chuck Finley. Gene Garber. Dave Engel. Tony La Russa. Manager card. He's a well-known manager. Mike Diaz. It's not looking good for Cal Ripken. Dennis Powell. John Marzano. Jim Lindemann. BJ Surhoff. Rick Rodriguez. Greg Brock. Jeff Robinson. Insert card. And the very last card is a Milt Thompson. So we struck out on the Cal Ripken Jr. But I did pull one Nolan Ryan. Along with a lot of other decent cards. I would imagine the Nolan Ryan is probably the most valuable card in this series. So I can't complain. I'm happy with the cards I got out. And of course on the box we have this. The bottom, which are supposed to be like special cards. Yeah, so I'll have to, I'm not going to save the whole box. I'll just cut the bottom of it off. I'll probably just keep that for myself. I'll get a nice frame to put it in. I'll frame it up and put it out in my sports bar. So for now, we're going to set this off to the side so I can get that cut off the bottom of there. There we go. I'm a little bummed about not pulling a Cal Ripken Jr., I'll be honest. But there will be other baseball cards down the road that I'm sure I might get from years that he was playing, and maybe I'll be able to pull one out of those. So I probably got at least one or two Cal Ripken Jr. cards tucked away somewhere. So I've actually got a big box right down here that's full of cards. Full of cards from Don Russ, Upper Deck, Tops. I have yet to actually go through all the stuff in there. I'll get around to doing that eventually. That'll be a good thing to do like over the winter when it's just cold outside and you don't want to go anywhere. All right. Well, that was it. If you are one of the probably very few people that actually watch these videos, because it wasn't like my normal type of stuff, of Funko Pops and so forth and so on. But if you did watch them, even if you mildly enjoyed them, I greatly appreciate it. I truly do. Thank you. If you did enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. I would certainly appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, don't worry. If you're not a big sports fan or sports card fan, you can subscribe. I do other stuff. You can go back and watch my past videos and see the breadth of different things that I get and open. Be sure to check all the information down in the description box about my business, the Old Treasure Isle. I sell Macari Poshmark. I do have a whatnot, but I don't get on there very often. I did a few auctions in the past. Was lucky to get like 10 people in my auction, so there was only like one auction where I actually made any money. So, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. To make money on whatnot auction, you need a lot of people to come into your auction, whether by word of mouth or just because they know me from this or whatever. But I didn't really get that. And then on the flip side of that, to warrant taking the time to set up a good auction, you need to kind of have the guarantee that I'm going to have a decent number of people in there so that I can make some money. Didn't have that. So I do a whatnot. Maybe somewhere down the road I'll actually do some more whatnot auctions. But for now, Macari Poshmark, where you'll find all kinds of stuff from sports cards to other geeky goodness to obviously Funko Pops, Funko Sodas, other toys, home goods, tech gear like phone cases, charging cords, stuff like that. Poshmark, you'll find both men's and women's apparel. Most of it, like 80% of it's brand new, shelf pull, overstock liquidation from like Macy's, Neiman Marcus, Kohl's. Men's, women's, again. Actually, there's more women's than men's because that's what you get more often than not when you buy apparel. Liquidations is women's clothing. And I think that's partly just because, one, because us guys don't always know, when we're buying gifts for the women in our lives, we don't always know and get the right size or the right color and stuff like that. So the ladies return it or exchange it for something different. Completely understandable. And then you also have, I think, just women, they a lot of times throughout the year, they change styles more often than what they have on the shelves and on the rack, I guess would be the proper term when you're talking clothing. It changes a lot more than what like men's clothes do. So therefore, when it's starting to get out of a particular season for apparel, what spring, summer, fall, winter, they have a lot of stuff on the shelves that they know probably going into the next few months isn't going to sell. So they have to, they pull it to make room for the new stuff that's coming out. So therefore you get a lot of women's clothing. Again, brand name, designer brand from, some of the top retailers. They just pull it and they liquidate it as overstock. They still get something out of it. The people, the company they liquidate it to, they can then resell it as in like a pallet or as in cases. They make a few bucks off of it. Me, being the reseller with my business, I'm able to then take that, put essentially my markup on it, and make some money off of it, while at the same time you, the consumer, are getting a brand new, and oftentimes, like I said, brand new, with the tags, brand name apparel, or, tech gear, whatever it is, on Macari, anywhere from 30 to 50% off what you would pay at the store. So along the line, everybody wins, and you get a really nice gift for the lady in your life that she is going to love and cherish. Probably not forever, but at least for a little while. So, and Christmas is coming up. I'm just saying. It's never too early to start shopping. If you buy it from me, I take pride. It ships out the next day, unless it's like a late Saturday night. Obviously, Sundays can't ship out stuff on Sunday. But during the week, 90% of the time, I ship it out the next day. Some occasions, especially like if it's on a Saturday, or if it's during one of the weekdays when I have a shorter day at work, if you buy it, like if I make a sale that morning, then I actually ship it out the same day. So check everything out. Follow me on there, Macari Poshmark. Obviously, subscribe here. Outside of that, I have no idea what the next thing will be. I don't have anything ordered. Oh, but I did say I was going to show you the comics, right? I did say that. I think it was the video that I said that in, right? I've done so many videos back to back. I don't know what's track, but anyway, even if it wasn't this video that I said it, if I forgot to do it in the last video, I'm getting old, okay? Cut me a little slack. These are some comics I pulled out of my own collection that I'm going to send in eventually to get graded. I have read these, enjoyed them immensely, and now it's time to preserve them by getting them graded and encapsulated. First one is an older one. It is number 2. And it's also number 2 in a 12-issue limited series. So, well, I guess that's what the 2 applies to. So it's not part of the regular series of this particular title. This is a special 12-issue limited series they did of this title. And this is number 2 in that series, but it's The Vision and the Scarlet Witch. I think this will grade fairly good. I mean, there's no wrinkles or anything. There's no real spine ticks on it. It looks like it's pretty centered as far as like the staples and stuff. You know, it's not like you can't see a lot of rounding on the edge of like the print where it's kind of like rounding over. It's like where they got it folded just off by a little bit. Overall, I would imagine that would grade, I want to say at least an 8, if not a little bit higher. Next one we got is Fury number 1 with the chromium cover. I definitely think that one would probably grade pretty high. It's in pristine condition. Excellent comic too. If you've ever read that comic, I highly recommend it. Next we've got number 500 of Batman with the die cut cover. I think that one would probably grade pretty good. I mean, it don't look terrible. I don't know. It looks like the cover might be off by just a hair, because you can kind of see the edge. Like if you're looking straight on, you can still kind of see the inner pages over here. But and the last one is number 1 of Catwoman. I think this one too, I think would probably grade pretty good. Cover might be off by just a hair, but it's still in pristine condition. It's got that little like embossed cover. So those will be the next comics I get graded eventually when I have the money. Alright, that's it. That's the end of the video. That's it. We're done. Alright, so until next time, everybody, take it easy. See ya.